Hello everybody, hope you're doing okay. I've come back to Dunsfeld again for another run. This time I'm going to do a long run in the Hyperion Elite 2. Well, I say a long run, I think I'm going to do about 10 miles. So I did the 400 metre race yesterday and then came back here to do the shoe off with the endorphin speed, the tempo next percent and the alpha fly, which I'll hope to get you out, if not before this one, soon after. So anyway, we'll get this going. Feels a bit more room in the left than the right, although I measure my feet to be the same. I always feel that the right foot just feels a bit bigger for some reason. Right, I'm going to do a circuit which is kind of similar to one I did in the Adios 5 in the winter. So we'll see how we go compared to that. So a quick look on the shoes here. I've got sort of matching socks. I've got the Stride foot pod on as well. And you can see I haven't got a huge amount of room there in the toe box. So these ones possibly come up a centimetre short of what they really wanted to be. A bit of a bugbear for myself and people like Andy, the Forest of Dean runner, who's also got very big feet, that some of these companies just don't do these shoes in the bigger sizes. For some reason, Brooks haven't released anything more than a 12, UK 12 in this one as yet. So we shall see. All right, I'll speak on the run. I'll see how I'm getting on. Okay, see you later. Bye. So hi, we're 2.5 miles in. I think about 7:20 pace. I think those first 2 miles after the first half mile felt like fairly uphill, so that's probably not a bad pace actually. I'm just reservation that I'm kind of feeling my big toes on these shoes, so I'm just wondering if they are just a fraction small for me. Other than that, I can't really say for £210, being the most expensive shoes after the Nikes, that they're going to replace them on my Arsenal anytime soon for races. So let's do a bit more, see where we go. I say that not just because of the sizing, but it feels okay, but nothing more than sort of a good training shoe. Remember, just sport for choice these days. But we'll crack on and report back later. So we're 5.5 miles into the run now and I'm sort of cruising back towards Dunsfeld a couple of miles later, I think. I must say I'm getting a bit annoyed with this run. I'm not sure it's just me really, because I ended up sort of buying these shoes in the hope that a size down from what I had in the Hyperion Tempo, which to be honest was slightly too big, would be fine. But this kind of now, after 5.5, 6 miles in them, just feels like I've got an expensive Hyperion Tempo on my feet. I can feel the toes. I mean, they're okay, but I was trying to think, well, where's this going to fit into my rotation? I've got the next percent, the Alpha Fly, the Endorphin Pro, all way better than this on foot. You just feel those just feel faster. This feels okay, but just feels a bit flat. I'm feeling no arch support. Maybe I got the wrong size, but for £210, I think this is just way overpriced. And these shoe companies really do need to wake up, because, you know, Nike, people will wear Nike because they're Nike, because the style of them, you know, they lead the market. I mean, if you look at them, you think, have they just copied a 4% here, Brooks? And you think, well, it's a good try, but it's not even as good as a 4% as a copy. So, and they don't do more than a 12. So right now I'm perhaps a bit tired, but I think I'm gonna try and send these back, because I can spend £210 on giving you reviews on what are better shoes for me. Okay, see you later. Alright, so back on Dunsfeld cricket grounds, run done. It wasn't quite as far as I thought. It was not a 10-mile circuit, it's a 7.5 mile circuit. But I did quite a good pace for me, 7:14 pace. And that was 54 minutes just over. So the run itself was okay, but I think there's two frustrations there. A, I've definitely got too small a shoe size. This UK 12 is just at least half a size too small for me. I think just touching my toes just now, they're right up against the toe box. Obviously haven't got a bit warm during the run. I had a UK 12 in a Brooks Launch 5 and 6. In fact, I had 2 pairs of the 6 and one of the 5, and they kind of replaced the Bostons, because the Bostons got too small. So, but the 12 in the launches, maybe they were okay, or maybe in those days I've kind of hadn't really sort of warmed to get in, have a bit more room in the toe box. I think now, having moved to sort of 13s in all these shoes, if I can get them, and having a thumb width of room at the toe box, I'm kind of now really realizing that I spent ages wearing shoes that were too small for me. So my bad for getting the wrong shoe to review. So I'm definitely thinking of see if I can send this one back, because there's no point in having a £210 shoe that is feeling too small for me, and an hour's run feels uncomfortable. But the other thing, even despite that, it just didn't feel like it was worth £210. I mean, it wasn't a bad shoe, and on tired legs I was sort of doing 714s on a rolling circuit, but it just didn't feel like there was sort of no pop there. It just sort of like, it just felt flat to me. I don't know if you, hard to describe, but it just felt like a bit like in the Hoka Rincons. I mean, a lot of people love that shoe, so maybe it's just me, but I think I like a shoe with a bit more arch support. I think certainly the Nike ones tend to have a bit more, and the Adidas ones as well. So maybe it's a shoe that just doesn't suit me, but I think even despite the fact it's clearly the wrong size for me, I just don't feel like that excited about it. You know, maybe well, I must get the size 13 and this will be great, because I was thinking I've got 6 pairs of Next Percent, 2 of which I've never worn. I've got 1 pair of Alphafly that's only done about 20-30 miles. I've got the Endorphin Pros that have only done 50. And I'd reach for those shoes all the time over these ones. So, you know, I'm struggling a bit here with Brooks. So I think I'm going to try and send this back, as I say, and see if I can source a 13, but not clear that they're actually doing one. So if they're not doing one, I'll just get my money back and try something else. So anyway, so sorry about the rant, but I hope you appreciate my honest opinion sometimes, and perhaps I should call out these shoes which really don't think are worth your attention. Obviously it's difficult because it's only my opinion, and if I get the wrong size shoes, then my opinion is going to be slightly clouded by that. But, you know, gut feeling after best part of 40 years of running that I've got lots of shoes now, and this one isn't top of my list. So anyway, better go. So hope you found this interesting, and look forward to seeing the next one then. Bye.